3, 2.
Action.
Today, around 2 p.m.,
פתחו צבאות מצרים וסוריה.
the Egyptian and Syrian armies launched an offensive against Israel.
אנו לא הופתענו.
We were not surprised.
Golda is a war movie in 1973 of an older woman conducting the worst war Israel ever had.
War is coming. We must attack now.
Teach our enemies a lesson they'll never forget.
You can't explore the history of Israel without Golda appearing the whole time.
The decision has been made. It's such a mighty character with such an incredible history. The journey of discovery is extraordinary.
There's some people who love her and some people who hate her. That's the journey we're going through with Golda.
The enemy has tasted blood. We are fighting for our lives.
She was very unwell. She'd smoked 60 cigarettes a day for most of her life.
Welcome to Israel, Mr. Secretary.
Thank you, Madam Prime Minister. It was a challenging time, but I think it's a testament to Golda's strength.
You are the only person in the world who could possibly understand what I'm going through. She's utterly unique because of her historic situation of being an early pioneer. When I was a child in Ukraine, they would beat Jews to death for fun. I'm not that little girl.
The entire film will get a sense of grainy feeling to it, so it would feel like it was shot in the 70s.
It's about creating a specific atmosphere at that time of Yom Kippur War.
הלן דרשה שכל מה שאנחנו עושים יהיה אחד לאחד כמו גולדה. הנעליים, השמלות, אפילו הציפורניים הצהובות מרוב עשן הסיגריות.
This wispy, this here, the gray.
התחיל מסע מטורף של למצוא את הנעליים האמיתיות של גולדה. זה לא ממש פשוט למצוא, כי היום הנעליים האלה בכלל לא קיימות. מישהי מהלבשה שמעה שיש נעליים דומות באיזה שוק בלונדון. מסתבר שהם היו לא ממש אותו דבר. איכשהו הגענו לצבע המקורי, הלבן, של נעלי גולדה.
All of the costumes were taken from photographs, which our costume designer reproduced absolutely perfectly.
The most amazing thing is hair and makeup. It's a work of art. Somehow she's transformed Helen Mirren into Golda.
Her makeup and hair takes 2.5 hours, and then there's 2 hours of full-on prosthetics.
Makeup and everything looks amazing.
She looks very much like Golda.
As soon as she walked on set the first day, everything came together and it all worked really well.
I am first an American, second I am Secretary of State, and third I am a Jew.
You forget that in Israel we read from right to left.
Helen has an incredible ability to play power and vulnerability.
It was overwhelming to do this film with this amazing actress.
Working with her was perfect in every sense. She was Golda.
Side with me, or I will create an army of orphans. You and I had lots of discussions about her walk. It was like a ship going through water. She walked like a ship going through water. There was something very specific about her walk, and I'm not too sure I ever really got it, but I obsessed about the walk.
וואו, וואו, וואו. זה החדר, אה? פי! זה בדיוק כמו בסרט, הכל, גם הלמטה.
הידיעות של הדלתות אפילו. ממש אחד לאחד. זה כאילו, אנחנו קצת חזרנו בזמן.
It was very important for me to bring an amazing Israeli cast. In Israel, they are the best we have.
You want to mobilize on Yom Kippur, the holiest day?
120,000 men is not enough.
It is.
It's not.
It is.
It is not. למעשה אף פעם לא ראינו אותה כהלן מירן.
They all know each other. They've all worked together on and off. But it was really fun. I loved my Israeli actors, and I can't wait to see them again.
Dado.
At 10 a.m., we began mobilizing 120,000 troops, including 2 armored brigades. A few minutes ago, the Syrians began removing the camouflage netting from their guns. פה הייתה הישיבה ב-6 לאוקטובר במלחמת יום כיפור, הישיבה הראשונה שנקטעה עם האזעקה שיש בסרט.
Egyptians have fired a Kelt cruise missile at Tel Aviv.
Well, I'm not going to get under the table, but don't let me stop you.
כשאתה קורא את הפרוטוקול של היום הראשון של המלחמה, זה כאוס. כולם מדברים, אף אחד לא מבין. אתה לא מצליח, אתה אומר, לא יכול להיות שניהלו ככה את המדינה.
I do not make the military decisions.
Golda, it will be suicidal.
I'm a politician, not a soldier.
Golda.
As a woman in particular, in a war room, she had to take control of the situation and make them understand that her voice was going to be an important part of the whole thing.
We have lost 1/3 of the Air Force.
For Israel, in this particular point in its history, to lose that many young men, it was like losing a huge part of the population. It had a very different meaning.
פה בחדר הזה כולם עושים במכנסיים. פאניקה מוחלטת, פאניקה.
We have suffered losses in lives and territory.
המלחמה הזאת קשה, מלחמה כבדת ימים, כבדת דמים.
בן שלי ראה את המסיבת עיתונאים הזאת שצילם של דיין.
כן.
והוא הסתכל על זה והוא אמר לי, זה היה שר הביטחון? כאילו, במצב הזה הוא ניהל את המלחמה?
It is more or less as we expected of the first day of battle. God help us all.
This responsibility that she's taking on herself, that was touching for me as a filmmaker.
I will carry the pain of that to my grave.
Thank you, Madam Prime Minister.
And she said, forget about everyone else. It's on me. Every soldier that died in the war, it's on me. I don't think there's a leader today that will say that. 2023 is going to be the 50th anniversary for the Yom Kippur War. So I want audience to feel this piece of history in Israel.
I would like audiences to take away the understanding that women as well as men can lead a country in war through great challenges. She was a great leader.
Four, three, two, one.
Today, the Egyptian and Syrian armies launched an offensive against Israel. Our enemies hoped to surprise the citizens of Israel on Yom Kippur.
Our troops are outnumbered 7-1.
If the Arabs reach Tel Aviv, Israel will be wiped off the map. In my day, they stood for the Prime Minister.
Secretary Kissinger is on the line.
Remember that I am first an American, second I am Secretary of State, and third I am a Jew.
We forget that in Israel we read from right to left.
The American people will pay a high price for supporting Israel.
If we have to, we will fight alone.
Our troops on the canal, they're surrounded.
You rescue these boys.
Might lead to catastrophe.
If the Americans throw us to the dogs, I will not be taken alive.
Egyptians have fired a cruise missile at Tel Aviv.
Well, I'm not going to get under the table, but don't let me stop you. If the Egyptians defeat us with Soviet weapons, what message does that send to the free world?
The Russians are preparing 11 airborne divisions.
When I was a child in Ukraine, they would beat Jews to death in the street for fun. I'm not that little girl hiding in the cellar.
Oh, by brave ascent, oh, by accident.
Do you know how many people died?
All those boys. I will carry that pain to my grave.
Oh, by his lady's command, oh, by
We will keep fighting for a guarantee of life and peace.
shall I say is quiet.